Ukrainian separate presidential brigade repelled a massive Russian mechanized attack. Out of 14 heavy armored pieces, 6 were destroyed. The rest fled. Thanks to the 3rd Mechanized Battalion's aerial reconnaissance, the military was able to detect the enemy equipment in a timely manner and quickly prepare to repulse the assault and destroy it. FPV drones became the main means of defeating Russian military equipment, effectively hitting armored vehicles at considerable distances from Ukrainian positions. Thanks to the work of the operators of the Bulava strike UAVs of the 3rd Mechanized Battalion and the Chimera strike UAVs of the 20th Separate Special Operations Battalion of the Separate Presidential Brigade, enemy assault units began to suffer losses before they even approached the positions of the Ukrainian defenders. FPV drone pilots from the 194th Pontoon and Bridge Brigade of the State Transport Special Service also participated in destroying the enemy. In total, the enemy suffered losses of 20 destroyed combat vehicles, including infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, trucks, and tanks. Russia's decision to bring North Korean troops to shore up its war-weary forces has Ukraine's allies realizing they have few options to respond without escalating the conflict even more, reports Bloomberg. South Korea is considering whether to send weapons directly to Ukraine, reversing a policy banning lethal aid to the country at war, according to a senior South Korean official. Seoul has previously backfilled the U.S. for shipments it has made. If some of Seoul's vast stores of artillery shells started heading directly to Kyiv, alongside Pyongyang's supplies to Russia, that would result in the war drawing upon 2 of the world's largest artillery forces. Lithuanian Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis said on social media earlier in October that a French idea raised earlier this year to send Western personnel to Ukraine should now be revisited, better late than never. That idea previously ran up against concerns the trainers and other military personnel could be targeted by Moscow. Another option for the U.S. would be to lift its restrictions on Ukraine on long-range strikes inside Russia. But that would force a rethink of what's previously been a red line for Biden's team. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte says the military alliance has confirmed that North Korean troops have moved to Russia's Kursk region. Rutte called the move a significant escalation in Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
I can confirm that North Korean troops have been sent to Russia and that North Korean military units have been deployed to the Kursk region. The deployment of North Korean troops represents 1. A significant escalation in the DPRK's ongoing involvement in Russia's illegal war. 2. Yet another breach of UN Security Council resolutions. And 3. A dangerous expansion of Russia's war. NATO calls on Russia and the DPRK to cease these actions immediately.
But the deployment of North Korean troops to Kursk is also a sign of Putin's growing desperation. Over 600,000 Russian soldiers have been killed or wounded in Putin's war, and he is unable to sustain his assault on Ukraine without foreign support.
Ukraine's 14th Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Regiment destroyed a Russian Tor air defense system with a Switchblade 600 kamikaze drone. After detecting the Russian system, the reconnaissance drone operator continued tracking it and simultaneously transmitted the coordinates to the Switchblade 600 crew. After launching the loitering munition, the Russian air defense system started to leave its combat position, but at that moment, a precision-guided munition struck its rear. The second munition set the Russian system on fire. The damaged system was an M2 version of the Tor SAM, which is currently the most advanced version of this system and poses a threat to Ukrainian drones. An interesting translation insight into what Russians call anti-drone protection. What some Westerners call a cope cage, used on military or civilian equipment to protect it from FPV drones, is referred to by Russian sources as a mangal, barbecue. What Westerners have dubbed a turtle tank a homemade shelter that covers a tank, infantry fighting vehicle, or armored personnel carrier entirely, is referred to by Russians as a Tsar Mangal, a king barbecue. While this presumably refers to the grill-like appearance of many of these contraptions, it's probably also quite an appropriate description of what happens to the crews when the extra protection traps them inside the vehicles if they get hit. Zaporizhia Oblast, a Ukrainian T-64 main battle tank, sends a 125mm shell into a charging Russian MTLB at near point-blank range. The burning Russian APC crashes into a nearby tree line. Russian telegram channels report that Chinese car completely burned down during a test drive. An accident occurred in the Moscow region with a Cherry Tiggo 7 Pro crossover. As it turned out, the car's hybrid engine shorted out. The driver and passengers narrowly escaped death. "My head would have been hanging right here." A man from Russian St. Petersburg shared his emotions after a Chinese car almost killed him. A smart assistant reportedly saw an obstacle on the road and flew into scaffolding. The driver survived by a miracle.
Сейчас пару слов про подруливающую систему Хунчи. Вот так вот, блядь. Ехал вот там, с той стороны. К сожалению, машина, я не понимаю, что за фигня произошла. Она что ли что-то считала, какую-то помеху или что-то, и рульнула прям, блядь, в эту остановку. Не в остановку, а в этот в тоннель, в строительные леса. Вот так вот, блядь, мне чудом башку не пробило. Хорошо, сзади не было пассажиров. Вот так вот загнула заднее сиденье. Две доски. Одна застопорилась за водительском сиденье, вторая прошла насквозь салон и попала прямо на заднее стекло. Вот она. Сейчас бы здесь висела моя башка. Сука, главное, вообще ни одной мятины на машине нет.
Over the
Это
past
боевой
year,
робот-люд.
Ukrainian
Он ведет
engineers
бой
have
вместо
developed more than
украинских военных и
200
почти
different
вплотную подходит
ground-based
к позициям
robotic systems
Войсфера.
that are
Противник
being used
отстреливается,
in the war
применяя
against
FPV.
Russia.
Однако Людь
The
продолжает
robots
атаковать
conduct
и возвращается
reconnaissance,
после
fight,
выполненной
mine
задачи.
territory, deliver ammunition to the front line, evacuate the wounded, and replace Ukrainian defenders. Soldiers and manufacturers are convinced
Украинские роботы
this
ведут
is
бои,
the beginning
минируют
of a new
территорию,
era.
доставляют боеприпасы
Robot
и
warfare.
провизию на передовую, а еще эвакуируют раненых.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.